Shalom, it's Sila from the Kifar. Welcome back or welcome to my channel. This is the place to be to learn Hebrew online, and you can visit thekifar.com/Hebrew to learn more. This is Hebrew verb lesson 43, and we are continuing to learn how to conjugate Nifal verbs in the present tense. But first, as always, we're going to review the exercise verbs from the last video, lesson 42, where we learned the chet ayin pattern for Nifal verbs that end in chet or ayin. And so the first practice verb was lehishama, which is to be heard. And this is a passive counterpart of the pa'al verb lishmoa, which means to hear. So we get rid of the first three letters, lamed he yod, and we have our root, shin mem ayin. And so of course this falls into the chet ayin category since the last letter is ayin. And we know that all nifal verbs in the present tense start with nun, and our masculine singular sound pattern is ni'a. So with the letters of our root, that becomes nishma. And the feminine singular is nishma'at. Okay, so keeping that a'a sound that makes this different from regular nif'al verbs. Masculine plural is nishma'im, and feminine plural nishma'ot. Okay, so nishma, nishma'at, nishma'im, and nishma'ot. The second verb is lehimana, which is to avoid or abstain or be prevented. We get rid of the first three lamed he yod letters, and we're left with our root, mem nun ayin. And again, we see this is a chet ayin nif'al verb. So for masculine singular, we have nimna. Feminine singular, nimna'at. Masculine plural, nimna'im. And feminine plural, nimna'ot. So again, nimna, nimna'at, nimna'im, and nimna'ot. Okay, so now let's look at the two groups that we've done so far side by side. And we see that really the only difference between regular and chet ayin nif'al verbs is with the feminine singular. So we have a double segol, or the double s sound, with our regular verbs like nichneset. And we have a double patach, or our a sound, with our chet ayin verbs such as in nishlachat. Okay, so if you have any questions about these verbs, review lesson 42 for the chet ayin verbs and lesson 41 for regular nif'al verbs, and both are available in the Hebrew verbs lesson playlist on my channel and also linked in the video description. So the group that we are going to learn about in today's lesson is the initial aha nif'al verb. And this is a new categorization that we haven't seen with other binyanim. And initial aha, okay, not aha, but aha, refers to nif'al verbs whose first root letter is Alef, He, or Ayin, okay, hence the aha. So a nif'al verb whose root starts with Alef, He, or Ayin will fall into this category. And the verb that we are going to use to illustrate this pattern is lehe'alev, which is to be insulted. And in this case, the active counterpart to this verb, to insult, is actually a hifil verb, okay, leha'aliv. So leha'aliv is a hifil verb that means to insult, but our focus for today is lehe'alev, a nif'al verb that means to be insulted. So we do the same thing to find the root that we have been doing, and that's to get rid of the lamed and the he and the yod. And we are left with our three root letters, the ayin, lamed, and bet. And as you can see here, the first letter of our shoresh is ayin, which is one of our three aha letters, Alef, He, and Ayin. And so this falls into the initial aha nif'al group. So with initial aha verbs, the present tense still starts with nun, okay? We know that's a defining feature of nif'al verbs, but our sound pattern shifts almost completely. So instead of ni'a for the masculine singular, like nichnas or nishlach, we have ne'e'a, okay? So three syllables there, e-e-a, ne'e'a. For feminine singular, we have four syllables, ne-e-e-et, okay? So four s sounds. So ne'e'a for masculine singular, ne-e-e-et for feminine singular. And then for our plurals, we just add our endings to the masculine singular. So ne-e-a-im and ne-e-a-ot. So when we plug in the root letters, it looks and sounds like this. Masculine singular, ne-elav. Feminine singular, ne-elevet. Masculine plural, ne-elavim. And feminine plural, ne-elavot. Okay? So ne'e'a, ne'elav, and then ne'elav plus im for masculine plural, ne'elavim, and ne'elav plus ot for feminine plural, ne'elavot. And then here we have a difference with feminine singular, ne'elevet. Okay, so no a sound there, just 4 s sounds back to back. So ne'elav, ne'elevet, ne'elavim, ne'elavot. So hu ne'elav, he is insulted. He ne'elevet, she is insulted. Anachnu ne'elavim, we are insulted. And hen ne'elavot, they feminine, are insulted. Okay, ne'elav, ne'elevet, ne'elavim, ne'elavot. So we are at the end of the lesson, and as always, I'm going to leave you with a couple of verbs to conjugate so you can practice this new initial aha pattern. So your first verb is lehe'amer, which is to be said. And the second verb is lehehares, which is to be destroyed or to be ruined. Okay, and as you can see, the first letter of the root in both cases is one of the aha letters. Okay, Alef, Hey, and Ayin. Here we see that the root starts with Alef, and here the root starts with Hey. So we're going to follow the initial aha pattern that we just covered in this lesson. Okay, so that's all for today. Toda ala tzfiya. Leave your thoughts and questions in the comments, and don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel. You can check out these featured videos below, and I will see you for the next Hebrew verbs lesson. Lehitraot.